long time no see. Well, this is what I've been doing to shift the energy. That's all manifestation really is shifting the energy. I'm in my room today because it's probably gonna get chaotic out there while I'm in here. So that's why I'm in my bedroom. But also, you see this candle right here that's lit? This is how I manifest what I want. This is how I shift the energy to receive what I want. Because a lot of it is law of attraction, law of assumption. Excuse me. It's law of assumption, right? Law of attraction. The energy behind everything. Your perception on how you are seeing things. If you shift this, then you receive what you want. Of course, I believe in divine timing. I believe in if you're impatient, then you're not going to get exactly what you want. Okay? So, there is an allowing state. Okay? And this candle method that I'll share with you puts my mind at ease. So hopefully it'll work for you. Because I've been getting a lot. And I've been using this method, but I stopped because something occurred in my life and I wasn't happy about it. Okay? And I'll share with you why. So I wrote down a list. Okay, first and foremost, I wrote down a list of everything that I want. I had the list right here with me. And I lit a candle. And you see this one? It has a few different keys on it. I like having keys on mine because keys unlock things. So anyways, I wrote down a list. So every time I see this candle, I'm telling myself, everything on my list manifested. Everything on this list has already manifested. Past tense, right? So I wasn't here at my house yesterday. I had to go to a doctor's appointment because I am pregnant. I got my tubes tied, okay? And I almost died last time, so I didn't want to be pregnant. I'm risking my own life. I knew last time that if I were to have a child again, I would be risking my own life. And so it's a high-risk pregnancy and all of that. I had to make sure the baby wasn't in my tubes and all of that, okay? And I was quite upset. I actually accepted the fact that I wasn't going to have kids again because I got my tubes tied, but it didn't work. Okay? So, on my list, because you go to a lot of doctor's appointments, okay? So on my list, one of them is the baby's fine, I'm fine, everything's great, you know. It's hard to breathe. Already it's hard to breathe. The increased heart rate, dizziness, that's why I've been nauseous and trying to work with my body the last few weeks. That's why I haven't been posting as often, because if I push myself, I get too dizzy, okay? And then I'm like falling into a wall, and I don't like doing that. I shouldn't do that, right? So I also put like this pregnancy is the best ever. I put like money comes to me out of nowhere, which it has, and I've been spending a lot more than I should. But it's okay because, you know, money is constantly coming and going, you know? Not a problem. I also put like the gender on here, which I haven't found out the gender yet. I'm going to in a few weeks. Yes. And I put a lot of things. There's a lot of things on my list, okay? A lot. And I even put some for others, right? Because I'm really good at manifesting for other people as well, like the people in my life, and I've already had all of that work out. So things already on this list have worked out, and these candles only last a day and a half. I light one in the morning usually and let it go all night. I don't like having lights on while I sleep, so the candle, I wake up a lot in the middle of the night. But if you've ever heard of stats, where your subconscious mind is more open at night, that's the gist of it. That's the only gist I'm giving right now. So whenever I wake up at night and I see it, like I woke up so many times last night, saw it, oh, okay, everything on my list is already manifested, right? And it is actually hot, but that's fine. So it's been going. I blew it out actually before I did everything I had to do yesterday. I don't have cats and dogs, but I still wanted to blow it out before I left the house. Obviously, if you have pets, make sure they're not going to burn your house down with it. But I've also used this on other ones. This one, the paper is just a reminder, and a key. You don't have to have the key. I have 3 right here because the one that I just picked up is like a general one, and it has something to do with my pregnancy, and I did that one like months ago, which I still have kept around because I've done this a lot. I just usually throw them away afterwards. But this works. Every time you see it, you say the affirmation again. And you're not stressing, you're not worrying. Every time you look at it, say the affirmation. If you feel like you're stressing, if you're thinking about other shit that goes against it, say the affirmation again. I say it's an affirmation, but it's really just a sentence that you keep thinking that your reality will produce. And it could be for anything. If you have a problem in your life, light a candle. Solutions for the situation will find me, or this has already been resolved. Okay? And another thing to help. You know how, this is the best example that's coming to my mind right now, but you know how people get into a relationship with someone who's not that great, right? But they think that they're the greatest person in the world. But it's just because in their eyes, they have this person on a pedestal. Well, that's how a lot of people look at their problems and what they want. They put that on the pedestal. So if you take it down a notch, like all the way down, okay, you will receive way faster because you are putting everything else on the pedestal instead of shifting the energy, which is how you feel. If you laugh and play a lot, if you enjoy life and shift your attention, if you don't have a solution for it, just shift your attention. A solution will come to you. I also like brainstorming for a solution if it's like on the tip of my tongue, like right in the forefront of my brain, but it's not forming an actual solution just yet. Sometimes I will brainstorm, but someone on YouTube just commented about the pregnancy, because yes, clearly it was bound to happen, which I know it was a fated event, but I was trying for it not to be. Another thing on my list is everything in my life resolved perfectly, even better than I expected, which a lot of things have. So, and I've been checking the list, okay? I've been checking the list, checking it off, check it like 3 times a day, but I'm not stressing over it. I look at the candle, everything already manifested. I keep going with my life. I had a sticky note yesterday whenever I left my house saying everything on my list manifested. I had it in my pocket, so every time I put my hands in my pocket, it would remind me to reaffirm, right? So, shift the energy. Shift the energy behind whatever you are putting on a pedestal. Obviously, having a healthy child and easy birth and all of that is something that I want. So obviously it's on my list. But I am not having anxiety over it. Because my partner kind of is, because he's like, it's a high risk pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, no. No, everything's fine. So even if you have to correct yourself, if you have a thought that goes against what you actually want, no, everything is fine. Like, it's supposedly a high risk one, but no, it's not. Everything is fine. So, try this method out to get everything you want. Light a candle. It's best to do it on the weekends. I'll probably put that in the title. Method for the weekend. I usually don't make videos like this, but manifestation is literally just shifting the energy behind things because the world is you pushed out. So even if you're having an issue with somebody, address it. On that note, gotta go.